Yes, people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all very well and having a really good day. So in this video, I want to touch base with you guys and girls and give you 5 top tips that I wish I knew when I started training that would have benefited me so much more now if I knew them. But we've all got to learn, so I'm going to deliver you guys with some knowledge today to hopefully take something away and implement it into your training. So my tip number 1 would be hit the correct amount of protein. So when I started training, everyone used to say to me, eat more food to grow, eat this to grow. So I used to go home and I was eating everything. Not necessarily even healthy food. I was like smashing biscuits into me, cereal into me, granola. I was just eating everything I could. But I was never actually consuming the correct amount of protein. So throughout the day, I'd probably have like a chicken breast, a protein shake, and something else within my like protein sources. And I've worked it out to be about 70 grams a day, which was just never enough. So if you're someone that has started the gym, or you're even like just wondering, shall I say, how much protein to consume, aim for 1 gram of protein to 1 pound of lean muscle mass or body weight to start with. So if you're a 150 pound individual, aim for 150 grams of protein. If you're a 200 pound individual, aim for 200 grams of protein. Start tracking it, implement it, eat that protein, and focus your meals around a protein source so you know you're getting the correct amount of protein. So that would be my first tip to you guys and girls. I keep saying guys all the time, like you're all fucking lads. There's probably a couple birds like watching, maybe not, but still. So I need to stop that. But that would be my first tip for you people to implement in, and basically don't do what I did because it didn't work. I'll catch you back with tip number 2. Sound.
Yes. So let's jump into tip number 2, and that would be have a program. Have some form of training program ready for yourself. So whether you're purchasing one off myself, and that is mitchell.moreland.fitness@hotmail.com, or head over to my Instagram at mitchellmoreland and shoot me a DM and I can sort something out for you. But if not, have a program, have something you can work towards and stick to it. So get a program rather than going in blind. So when I was younger, I used to go in blind, probably used to train chest 3 times a week, arms 9 times a week, legs once a year. Do you know what I mean? I had no tailored program at all. So have a program so you know which day you're going in, what you're training, and you can stick to that program. And then, as I'll speak about later, you then use your progressive overload to implement that in, and you will see results so much better. If you don't have a program and you don't know what really you're doing when you go in on a day, you're just going to try and wing it. And yeah, you might get some form of progression to begin with, as the newbie gains we call it, but you ain't going to see massive results after. So my tip number 2 for you lot would be have a program, stick to the program, and you will see results. I'll catch you guys and girls. Keep saying guys and girls. I'll catch you people in tip number 3. Sound. So my third tip to you lot will be form before weight. So many times in the past when I used to train, I used to literally just get a weight, pull it up, no motion at all, literally just trying to just move the weight from A to B, half repping it, never actually doing the full range of motion, and just trying to ego lift, and it was the worst thing I've ever done. I then stripped it all back, really focus on the form, really focus on the squeeze of the muscle and connecting with that muscle. And ever since I've done that, I found so much more benefits and so much results from doing so. So I don't stress enough, guys and girls. Please, form before weight every time. Get the range of motion, get the form locked down first, and when you've done that, then look at progressing the weight. And I'll talk about progressive overload in my 4th tip of the day. I'll see you then. So, my 4th tip to you lot would be progressive overload. So when I bang on about progressive overload, what do I mean? So when I used to go and train, I used to go into the gym, grab a weight, lift it,
and kind of be done with it. I never really track any of my lifts. So progressive overload, you can kind of go at a few angles with this. The main one being a form of weight. So if you go in and you're let's say you're bench pressing, for example, and you've got 60 kg on the bar and you are doing 4 sets of 8 reps at 60 kg. To progress that in some form of matter, let's go with a weight, for example. If you got the little 2.5s and put it on either side, and then you hit 4 sets of 8 again the next week, that would be a form of progressive overload. If not, you could bring your rest time down. So in between your sets, your rest time could go from 2 minutes to 1.5 minutes. That would be another form of progression. Or you could kind of add more volume to your exercise or add extra reps to your sets. So that would be a form of progression. That was my 4th tip. I'll see you back in the 5th. Let's jump back into this edit. Right, let's jump into the 5th and final tip, and that would be eat within a calorie surplus. So when you start training, you're kind of always thinking, right, I need to eat my chicken, my rice, my broccoli, but these foods are fairly high volume, but you don't get necessarily a lot of calories from them. So you might be eating this thinking, oh, I'm eating all this food and I'm gonna grow, but you might actually be in a calorie deficit or just maintaining your body weight. And if you do that, you're going to be in the same position next year than you are now, so the same size. So maybe you need to start implementing things to eat more food and just be in a slight calorie surplus. I recommend like 300 to 500 calorie surplus, because I've got things like here, I've got 300 grams of berries here. That's like 74 calories. There's a lot of food there for very high volume for very low calories. So maybe you might be thinking you're eating enough food, but maybe you're not. So that would be my 5th and final tip. It would be eat within a calorie surplus. Monitor it all, track everything you're doing, and as long as the scale weight's going up slightly, your lifts are going up slightly, and everything is going up slightly, you're working in the right direction. So that is my 5 tips I wish I knew when I first started training. If this video has been a help to you lot, please give it a like, comment down below, and if you already haven't, subscribe. I hope you can take something away from this video, and I will catch you in another video very soon. As you can see, I've had a fresh trim, looking pretty fresh. Thanks for asking. I'll see you guys soon. See you girls soon. I need to start saying guys and girls because this shit's getting silly. Sound.